Congratulations on your LumiVitae purchase. Oh my gosh, I love to call this my vitality vessel of illumination. This is a device that turns water into wellness, right? It has magnets in the base. It has the electrolysis process in the base that creates therapeutic levels of molecular hydrogen dissolved gas within the water. It has frequencies in the lid that imprint into the water. It even has chromotherapy. But how do you use it? So that's what this video is really going to dive into today. So it's very simple to start this process. What you're going to do is you're going to take your vessel and you're going to take the lid off and you're going to fill it with water up to right below the line of the metal, okay? And then all you do is twist the lid on, make sure it's secure, press the button. So you will see as I press this button, it's going to show you a couple things. So there's the battery indicator. So when you see 2 bars, that's usually when I recommend to charge it. You will see that as it turns on, there's one little bar indicated. This is the activation indicator. And then there's a countdown. You're going to see a 3 minutes. So automatically it goes to 3 minutes. So it's going to start counting down backwards. So 3 minutes, morning to 3 p.m. is recommended. And then the next option is 6 minutes. So what you do is you wait for the activation. You can see the bubbles going, and then you click it again. And now you will see that there are 2 bars activated and it's a 6-minute countdown. So it's counting down backwards from that, okay? When the lid is on, you don't ever want to hit the button again, activating the 9-minute. The 9-minute is only for cleaning purposes and activating larger amounts, which I'll show you in a moment. So you have your water activated. So the 6-minute is anywhere from 3 p.m. to evening, right? Really help promote sleep and all that stuff, relaxation, recovery. Okay, now what you do to activate the chromotherapy is once your electrolysis activation is indicated, you wait for the bubbles for a couple moments, and then you're going to double click the bottom. You're going to see the circle, okay? Now to go between the colors, you just click once and you go between the colors. To select a color, you simply stay there. Once you have selected the color, it's not going to go back to the countdown. So you will notice that the bottle is done when the bubbles stop. Okay. Oh, went back to the countdown. Never mind, I was wrong. And if you accidentally hit the 3rd button and you're at 9 minutes, you don't want to do that, right? All you have to do is hard press and it's off. You're safe. You're good, right? The reason for not having the 9-minute on with the lid on is because there is a chance that it could damage the frequency lid. So that's why we do that. So for this purpose, I'm just going to do the 3-minute again. And it's on blue. And you will see the meaning of the colors. There's a section in the manual. And when you get the box, there is that piece of paper that has a QR code. That is your access to the manual. So just scan that and you'll have the manual. Okay, so we've gone over the base of how do we turn it on. We've gone over how do we change the colors. So now what do we do with the frequencies? So the lid has frequencies. It has frequencies anywhere from energy, recovery, and LumiVitae. 3 of them, they are amazing. So energy, recovery, and LumiVitae. So what you're going to do is you're going to click once to go between them. And then to choose one, you simply double click. So I just chose energy. So energy is right to promote energy, to activate you in the day. Recovery is more, relaxation recovery. Recovery is also known to help boost the immune system. So if there's like an external aggravant, something in your body that you need to focus on, do that one. And LumiVitae is the one that mimics the wavelength from the sun that ignites life force energy. So this is really where I turn to like for meditation or just feeling aligned. And you can do LumiVitae morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you want. You will figure out your perfect protocol. Now, that is how to simply use the bottle. I'm going to show you how do we clean it. So you're going to have hot water. So this bottle, because of its very, very strong proton exchange membrane, you can put water in it up to 100 degrees Celsius. So you're going to take water, put it in a kettle and boil it however you want. And then what I like to do is I actually put it in a separate cup with 1 tablespoon of food grade citric acid, and you stir that and you make sure that everything's dissolved, and then I'll pour it into here, okay? So this has hot water up to right below. I would probably do like half an inch below. It doesn't have to be high. And then what you're gonna do is with the hot water in there, the lid off, you guys. You're going to activate it, turn it on, and you're going to do the 6-minute cycle. So yet again, wait for the battery. You see the 1, so it automatically goes to the 3-minute. Okay. Then you click it again, and it goes to the 6-minute. Now leave it alone. Then what you're going to do is there is a ring in here, the rubber ring. So you're going to want to take that out. I use like, one of those corn pullers, or you can use like tweezers or whatever you want, or like the edge of a fork. Just don't touch this area, right? Don't touch this area with anything you're taking out with, but you remove the ring and you simply cleanse the ring a little bit. And then I take paper towel and like a toothpick, and I just wrap it around the toothpick and I put it in here and I just go around the ridges. Okay? Because especially women, as we're wearing lipstick, when we're drinking from our vessels, sometimes things get in there and we don't want that, right? So that is simply how you clean it. And you clean it as often as you like. I know people that clean it every day. I know people that clean it once a week. The thing is, with the water parameters, so specific water parameters are recommended. pH between 4.2 and 6.2, and a TDS between 20 and 50. And when you have water that is higher than that, you probably do want to clean your vessel a little more often than you usually do. So if I'm in a restaurant and I'm not sure what water is going in there, but I want my liquid light water, then I just go home and I cleanse my bottle, right? So, and I just showed you what not to do. So don't put the lid on until it's done. There you go. Now, how do you activate larger amounts of water, right? This vessel has the capability to activate larger amounts. All of these pieces you can take off. Oh, and when it comes to cleaning as well, don't ever put this part or this part in a dishwasher, ever, or in a fridge or anything like that. No extreme temperatures. But what you can do is you take off the lid and you can take off the base, and then you can clean this with like dishwashing soap or something very slight. Doesn't need a lot, but if there is ever that need, you can do that. Okay. So how do we activate larger amounts? So what you're going to do is you're going to twist off the base, as simple as that. And then in America, it only works with a large Evian bottle. So what I do, because Evian does not meet the parameters, I actually have the water that has the parameters and I put it in here, but that's completely up to you. This is a good, better, best journey with the water. So what you do is you twist off the lid of your large vessel, and then you're going to take the base, and do you see that? Okay. So you're simply just going to put it on top. We're going to twist it over, or twist it so it's secure. You're going to turn it upside down, and you are going to activate the 9 minutes. So now you're going to press the button, and you're going to see the battery indicator, and then you're going to go 9 minutes, 9 minutes. So 9 minutes is the one that you use for the larger, okay? Now keep in mind, this is for the molecular hydrogen activation, right? So what I do is I activate the larger amount, and then when it's done, right, you can always take the frequency lid and put it over it and activate that. Or I'll pour it back into here, knowing that the water is already activated, and I'll just do the frequencies. So I hope that this was helpful. And I am so, so excited that you are on this molecular hydrogen journey with us. Welcome to LumiVitae. We are so, so, so excited to have you.